Cougars want interference. The Bruin defender was all over him, and it could have been called, but it is not called. Ryan Taylor, the intended receiver.
Allen's number 20. It looked to me like it was a pretty good play.
Yep. So here comes the punter into the ball game. Banks' first kick today was a 55-yarder. Jermaine Lewis to return it for the Bruins. It's a low-line drive. Lewis has got a chance. Not a very good kick. The ball is picked up at the 28, and Lewis comes back to about the 35, 37-yard line. So the Bruins get this possession in very good field position, and the Cougars are a bit shaken now by the temporary loss, at least, of their quarterback, Ryan Leaf. You can follow all of ABC's regional college football coverage live online with real-time play-by-play displays, stats, drive charts, and more, all on America Online. The keyword, ABC Sports. So call it the 37-yard line, and the first down for the Bruins. McNown drops, has time, throws, and it's incomplete. He's lucky to get it back. Dwayne Stewart stepped right in front of the intended receiver and almost made the interception.
UCLA coming out throwing on first down on several of their possessions and several of their first down opportunities. Alan Borges likes to throw screens. He says one of the goals in this camp was to improve our screening. They've always been a good screen team.
Second down and 10. Lynn Swan will have word on Ryan Leaf's injury in a moment. Cade McNown changing the play at the line of scrimmage. Comes down on an option, keeps it, and turns up across the 40 to the 41. Now here's 20.
Well, Keith, I talked to the trainer, Mike Smaha, and he told me that when he was tackled by Ford, he probably rolled over his ankle, and that's it. His ankle got rolled over. It's a little sprained. He also told me that this happens a lot to Ryan Leaf in practice. He said he just normally just walks it off, comes back, and he'll be fine. So they anticipate he'll be back in the ball game next possession.
All right, thank you. From the 41-yard line, UCLA ball now. Third down and a long 5.
They need him in the ball game.
We do.
He is their leader, no question.
Cougars show blitz. Now Nelson backs out of it. Over the middle. The ball is incomplete, intended for the tight end. They tried to drag Grieve over the middle on the short route. Ball went off his hands and could have been intercepted, but it was not. So Chris Taylor is back into the game to punt.
Well, McNown did the right thing in trying to go to the hot receiver. He just threw it a little bit too hard.
Taylor's previous 2 points, 40 punt, 44 and 56, and Sean Timms is standing back on the 10-yard line.
Looks like Birnbaum is still going back in, guys.
Taylor punts away. He didn't get it either. But it's a tail dragger, and it goes out of bounds inside the 20. So it winds up pretty good kick with no return. Out of bounds down at just short of the 14-yard line and a 45-yarder. Normally Taylor's going to put more air under it, but maybe he had the sideline in mind when he hit it. And so Washington State now will start with Birnbaum in this possession at quarterback. Leaf having been retaped with a sprained ankle on the sideline.
Like your NASCAR pit crew over there trying to get that car ready and get him back out on the track.
Bruins show blitz and then back out of it. And a long count by Birnbaum. He's a left-hander, looking around, can't find, got daylight, has a man, Timms on the sideline, 30, up to the 34-yard line, and Russell back. So Birnbaum showing some poise, couldn't find anything where he was looking, came the other way and found somebody.
But Birnbaum has been around in this offense for 3 years. He's a redshirt sophomore. And if you're ever going to be in a system, Keith, this would be a system you'd love to play in. You've got a lot of receivers spread out across the field, and he does a nice job of not panicking. Just keep your head upfield, downfield, and get the ball down to the receiver. Nice job.
They're in the shotgun, and they're calling the play at the line of scrimmage with 3 wideouts at the top of the picture. They hand it off inside. This is Black trying to get outside, and somebody grabbed him as he came around the corner, number 94, Darren Klein. Klein doesn't get a piece of him. He might have made that play amount to something, but Klein got enough to wrestle him down. So it'll be second down and 10. The ball is just short of the 34-yard line. Again, same lineup. 3 wideouts at the top and 1 at the bottom.
No tight ends and only 1 back in the backfield with all those receivers in there.
Birnbaum quickly throws an interception. Threw the ball right into the hands of UCLA's Ramogi Huma, I think it was, who makes the interception. Birnbaum threw it right to it. And the Bruins are cooking down at the Washington State 18-yard line.
He tried to hit the wide receiver on a slant. Here it is here. He's going to try to hit this receiver on a slant. But watch the linebacker right there, Huma. He's just going to come right back into the area. You've got to hit the receiver before or after the linebacker. He could have hit him after or before, but that's the worst thing you want to do. Nice play by Huma.
Right place, right time. So the Bruins from the Cougars, 18, first down. Hicks is the deep back. Caldwell's in front of him out of the eye. Back down to Hicks. Powers ahead and moves the pile inside the 15 to the 14. And we've run out of time in the first quarter of play. So we've had a lot of things happen in the first 15 minutes. UCLA leads 7-3, and they're threatening again.
Okay, class, rules of driving. Norman.
Observe the speed limit, stay 2 car lengths behind, and always pass on the left.
Wrong answer.
There are driving schools, and there are driving schools. At the Russell Racing School in Sonoma, California, you only fail if you get passed. But don't forget your Visa card, because you won't move an inch using American Express. Visa, it's everywhere you want to be.
Exclusive driver control system, a little security in an insecure world.
State Farm presents Rules of the Game.
We're talking about face mask penalties, of which there are 2. In this play, the face mask is grasped. Is this a 5 or a 15-yard penalty?
Life isn't just measured in days or years. It's measured in doorways and walkways. Or a favorite sweater, long outgrown. At State Farm, we give our policyholders a yardstick of their own. It's called the Family Insurance Checkup. It helps them measure their own needs and pick the coverage that's right for them. So call your agent for a checkup. Because insurance, like other things in life, is something you never want to outgrow.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
We're talking about face mask penalties, of which there are 2. In this play, we have grasping, but no twisting. Penalty, 5 yards.
Rules of the Game has been brought to you by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
This is college football on ABC Sports.
He's running around. Ryan Leaf is on the sidelines and able to jog. He's walking freely, so I expect we'll see him probably in the next offensive series. Right now, the Cougar defense got to hunker down. They're in trouble, and there's contact. $20 for a second.
Well, Keith, inside the 20, the teams that win have to be the most aggressive. All right? And if we take a look at UCLA from 1996,
Offside against...
At 43 times inside the 20, Keith, they scored 39 times. Now, they scored the first time down here a touchdown because they were the most aggressive. When Washington State had the ball, they only got a field goal because the UCLA defense, more aggressive, they took it to them. Here's a chance for the offensive line to exert itself, Keith.
All right, it's 2nd down and 1 after the penalty. Ball given to Hicks. Big hole in the middle. Touchdown. Are they going to give it to him? One calls it, 2 don't. It is touchdown, UCLA. One of the linesmen came in and marked that ball short of the goal line, but one came right behind him and signaled touchdown.
Go back just straight up, man-to-man blocking. Hicks does a nice job, Keith. He came to play today.
Well, he needs a big season. He gained a lot of yardage a year ago and scored 20 touchdowns, but this is the year he needs it for his future in football. And there's your kick right down the middle by Saylor, and the Bruins now jumped out to a 14-3 lead. The first touchdown came as a result. They made it themselves. This time, they come up with a touchdown off the Cougar turnover.
Well, Hicks may have scored the touchdown, Keith, but it was Zuma that set it up.
Yep.
And going back further than that, it was...
Birnbaum made it easy.
Well, yeah, and going back, it was Weldon Ford, the defensive end, who sacked or tackled Ryan Leaf, that took Leaf out of the ball game that brought Birnbaum in.
So the Bruins 14-3, and will kick off now at 14:53 to play in the first half. We've had a lot of things happen in this football game already. Nyan Taylor and Kevin McKenzie are the two deep people for the Cougars. Taylor is number 82, and McKenzie is number 9.
That injury to Ryan Leaf helped give UCLA 7 points.
Low line drive, knuckling down the field, tough to handle sometimes. No problem here from the 9-yard line. It is McKenzie running across the 30. So it'll be a first down right about the 30 for Washington State. And let's see the quarterback. It is Leaf coming back. So Ryan Leaf is back in at quarterback. So they restrapped the ankle. He walked it off, and he's back in.
Check his when he sets up, Keith, if that's his right ankle, if he sets up all right, or if he's favoring it.
Chris Jackson wide to the bottom along with Mac Washington. That's Mac Washington going in motion. And Leaf gives the ball away to Jackson and no place to run. The Bruins front just swarmed him. And so there's a loss of a couple of yards. Next week, America's biggest road show travels into a day-night doubleheader. Live regional action, 3:30 Eastern. Peyton Manning in Tennessee against these UCLA Bruins. And then at 8 Eastern time, it'll be Bobby Bowden and the Florida State Seminoles against the Southern California Trojans in the Coliseum in Los Angeles.
Florida State, USC, first time ever.
2nd down and 12 now. Leaf back. Plants and throws. Got some air under it. And it is thrown too far. The pass was intended for Chris Jackson. Good defense. So the Bruins secondary, which was suspect coming into the game, holding up very well so far. And a penalty flag. Laying just over about the 38-yard line. It's against UCLA. That'll be first down, Washington State. Defensive holding.
Keith, I've been watching Ryan since he's been back in the ball game. And on the first 2 plays, first was a running play, then a passing play. He is favoring that ankle a little bit. There's no question he's all right to play, but it's not going to be like it was before. So one thing you have to do as a good player, you have to be able to adjust to some pain as you go along.
First down and 10 from the 38-yard line. Shotgun, give it to Black. Black on a little delay. Finds not much. right about the line of scrimmage. It looked for a moment that he was going to get away, but Weldon Ford, who's flying all over the place with help from Dan Juan McGee, stop him before he can crank it up. Those Bruin linebackers really moving around, aren't they?
Keith, this defense is a unique defense. It's like a 3-3-5. Rocky Long, the defensive coordinator, used it at Oregon State and took it down to UCLA when he went down there last year.
Billy Doe hired him, he said, because he wanted an aggressive defense, and he's got it. This is Matt Washington trying to cut it back into the middle on a wide receiver screen, but there was no blocking to help him, and so the gain is minimal, like about 3 yards.
There's Rocky. Rocky, one of the unique things is he has all 11 defensive people on the field look over to get the signal. They're all looking. Look at them. They don't huddle, and the reason they do that is so he can wait and see what the other team situation is going to be. You bring in 4 wide receivers, he's going to call something for that, so you don't have to huddle defensively.
Leaf down the middle, it's completed. And it's first down, Washington State at the UCLA 32-yard line. It's Love Jefferson, the tight end, making his first reception.
First is a key word, Keith. He hasn't caught many passes in his career, but it's a big completion for Ryan Leaf to get back in the flow of this ball game. He's been out on the sidelines. He's been hurt a little bit, and that completion to the tight end that doesn't catch many balls is big for Washington State.
Jefferson from Garden Grove, California, a junior, 6'2" and 255, and judging from that, he can move. So it's first down. Call it on the 33-yard line now of UCLA.
Look at that, only 2 defensive linemen now.
This is Michael Black. And he got some movement, some surge from the left side of that offensive line, and he puts it down on the 25. That's a gain of 8 yards. Larry Atkins, safety, made the tackle, but Rainville and McIndoe and the center, Harrison, gave him some room to run.
This Cougar defense, Keith, it'll make you look bad sometimes, but you can get some big plays on them also.
Second down, long 2. Leaf getting some pressure, tries to run away from it, gets the pass away, and it is incomplete. He's put on his back by number 99, Kenyon Coleman.
Number 20, Love Jefferson, the intended receiver on the pass.
Coleman is a true freshman playing in his first game for UCLA. You could see Ryan Leaf spinning, not being able to move very well, but they need some big defensive linemen, and they're hoping that Coleman can come in. He's 254 pounds now as a freshman. I'm thinking he's going to put on some weight through his career.
Oh, it's third down and still a long 2. They run Black. He's got the first down. Inside the 20, pounding along to about the 17. So he moved the stack and got the first down. Here's another football player that's got to make a statement this year if he wants to continue his career, too. He's a youngster who's overcome a lot of problems in his life, but they say he has had a terrific fall, and they think he's going to have a great season.
Gained over 1,000 yards last year. In fact, gained over 200 yards against California.
Cougars have called a timeout. They have 1 remaining. Clock stops at 11:14 to play in the ball game, with UCLA leading 14-3.
Plymouth Neon. Plymouth Breeze. Plymouth Voyager. Plymouth Prowler.
Al, what are you doing?
I was born active. Motor's always running, if you know what I mean. So to stop smoking, the patch was not for me. too passive, too rigid. With Nicorette gum, I get to do something. I participate in my own survival, fight my own cravings. Nicorette and I hit them before they hit me. I was busy smoking. Now I'm busy not smoking. Works out pretty good.
Nicorette gum will help you quit smoking successfully by helping you control your cravings. You can do it. Nicorette can help.
Presenting the Valvoline Big Play Rebate and Sweepstakes. Save $4 on a case of Valvoline motor oil, and you could win one of 6 Mark Martin signature Ford Thunderbirds. Here comes Mark now. He's up and right on the money. Valvoline, the #1 choice of top mechanics.
I like being in control. With this new Dinerex, I control the cause of my dandruff every day.
New Dinerex Advanced Formula. Its medicine doesn't just treat the symptoms. It controls a leading cause of dandruff called Peel Valley.
Now that's serious control.
New Dinerex.
The crowd goes wild. Hey, watch it, all right?
Back at Martin Stadium, Washington State University, UCLA leading 14-3 in this Pac-10 opener, the earliest in the history of the conference between UCLA and Washington State, or anybody else for that matter. Now let's see if Leaf has sorted out this UCLA defensive puzzle. And he hands the ball to Black right the other way. He's got daylight. He scores. Misdirection. That's what an overly aggressive defense can do for you. Penalty flags are flying, but I think that's for excessive celebration as the Cougars rejoice in the touchdown. Let's see whether or not it comes back.
If it's on the touchdown, the penalty goes on the extra point.
Touchdown's good. Unsportsmanlike conduct after the touchdown be marked off on the try, 15 yards.
It's a new rule this year, and it really comes into play because now instead of having a chip shot for an extra point, this is going to be like a field goal and a long one.
The excessive celebration fits into that generic category of unsportsmanlike conduct.
What is this?
35 yards.
35-yarder.
Yep. So Ryan Lindell, the sophomore from Vancouver, boy, he's got a big leg. And he knocked it all the way into the seats. And it's now a 14-10 ball game.
A lot of movement, a lot of motion in this offense. They spread the receivers out, bring this receiver across the formation. That draws the safety back this way. Here's Black. He's going to start, and then he's going to cut it all the way back against the grain.
Chris Jackson up at the top of the picture gets a block up there, just enough. Wasn't really a block as much as a screen, but it was enough.
Exactly, and then Black did a nice job. I mean, spread them out.
Monty?
State offensive line compared to UCLA's defensive front, there is a sizable height and weight difference. When you get inside the 20, your quarterback limping around, this is the time you've got to kind of go toe-to-toe. Now, Washington State is not the kind of offense that is going to do that throughout the whole ball game. They're not going to play the Big Ten smash mouth kind of football. But in these kind of circumstances, you really got to go after UCLA's defense and make them hold their ground a little bit.
Cougars go 70 yards in 9 plays, use 3 minutes and 46 seconds, 17-yard touchdown by Black. Last year, the longest possession at one time by the Cougars was 6 minutes and 8 seconds.
Yeah, they don't screw around.
That kick is popped up again at about the 8-yard line and returned out to the 20-21. Jimmy McElroy, the junior or the senior out of Los Angeles. Here's the senior, John Thunders.
Grad student Keith and starting out for the Burger King update. Miami against Baylor. Ryan Clement, they expect him to have a big year at Miami, and here he hooks up 6 yards. With Carlos Joseph takes it in for the first touchdown pass of the season for the Canes, and right now they are rolling at Baylor 21-0. Keith.
Put that Masters in your pocket a long time ago. 21-yard line, first down for UCLA. Cade McNown getting a little competition from the home crowd. Turn, gives it. It's Hicks. Hicks is 230 pounds, so he's not easy. He's out to the 25-yard line before Dwayne Stewart helps get him in on the ground.
But Hicks is feeling good, Keith. He's already over 110 yards rushing in this game. He rushed for more than 100 yards last year against the Cougars, and that gives you a good feeling.
7 carries, 117 yards to be precisely, and of course he scored both the UCLA touchdowns here in the first half. He's got 31 career touchdowns. On second down and 6. Well, if the wagon's rolling with that big horse pulling it, let him keep on pulling it. And he's up to about the 30 on the carry, and here's Swanigan.
Well, Keith, we keep talking about Skip Hicks. You know, he's the kind of back who does a good job for you, but seemingly gets not a lot of respect. He was never Player of the Week in the Pac-10 last year, yet he scored 17 touchdowns. On the all-time touchdown list, rushing touchdowns in the Pac-10, he ranks basically at number 5. There's only been 6 guys better than him in a season, but he still feels, the coach feels, he's got to do better, Keith.
They go back to the power I now and put Cheyenne Caldwell in front of Hicks. Cougars showing blitz as Brandon Moore's right in the middle bouncing around. Now they're forced back down into a checkoff. Give the ball to Hicks, and Hicks on a switch and not just there. Cougars guessed right. They stunted that left side and shut the door, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Power and speed for the Cougar defensively. That line is big and tough. The back 7 can run.
And you don't gamble down here, not at this point with 9 minutes to play in the second quarter. They're going to punt that ball out of trouble. And Saylor is in. So that gets the home folks kind of excited and sends Sean Timms back inside the 25-yard line. Washington State short a man. They finally get the 11th on. And the kick is away, and it's a low-line drive, and there's a penalty flag back up the field. They took too much time. I think they burned the clock.
You can see Saylor saying, come on, snap it, snap it. He can see the 25-second clock. He wanted the ball to be snapped.
That's all, foul. Delay the game. Against the offense, 5 yards.
It's only 5 yards, though, Keith. In a situation like this, you're better off taking the 5 than calling a timeout. A lot of situations like that when you're on offense. You do. Instead of taking a valuable timeout, take the 5 yards.
Taylor's got a big leg. Gets more air under this one, gets a good tight spin on the kick, and runs the receiver back inside the 24. But Tim's got a little crack up the middle and almost popped out of there. It's a good return. He's up to about the 43-yard line. So with 8.5 minutes to play in the first half, Cougars get the ball back.
Enjoy it while you can, hotshot. Your days are numbered.
Louie,
I know a lot of predators.
lower your voice.
I'm very friendly with the snakes, and I know several very large ferrets.
Chrysler Town & Country LXI. Car and Driver's 10 Best. An Automobile Magazine All-Star. J.D. Power & Associates Most Appealing Minivan. Winner of Strategic Vision's 1997 Total Quality Award for Best Ownership Experience. And now get $1,000 cash back. The Chrysler Town & Country LXI. It's nothing short of everything. What's new in your world?
Oh, if only I could swim. I would swim over there. And I would go up and I would say, hello, I'm Louie. How are you? Nice to meet you. And then I would grab the heads and I would hold them under the water like this.
Louie, you are one sick lizard.
All right, it's opportunity time now for Mike Price and his football team. They've got it out on the 43-yard line. First down. They're trailing 14-10. UCLA on the first offensive possession. Skip Hicks ran 92 yards and then stuck at the end zone, and then they capitalized on a turnover, interception.
Great field position here, Keith.
It's a very good place to start.
Place to try something big.
Leaf getting pursuit. Lets it go. He's got back Washington, and he's defended very, very well by Aaron Rock. Aaron Rock knocks the ball out of the hands of the deep man. ABC Sports presentation of college football brought to you by Chrysler, exploring the new frontiers of automotive technology. What's new in your world? By State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. By Circuit City. Answers in every department, low prices all over the store. And Chili's Grill and Bar, home of the Big Mouth Burgers. Well, he looked like he was running all right on that play.
Exactly. That's what I'll say. Last play, it tells you that he's moving around pretty well, and also Aaron Rock is having a very good game.
He is. That ball was right on the money. Here's another one over there, Andre. To the sidelines. It is completed. It is touchdown. Washington State. Nyan Taylor. Well, just when you say it, right?
Yep.
57 yards on the play, and Washington State goes to the lead.
We told you early on that UCLA defensively is a team of big plays. Puma intercepted earlier. Rock made some great plays to make big plays for them. Now they give up a big play to the Cougars.
David Muir holds. Rendell missed it. Uh-oh. They missed an extra point.
Made it from 35 after the penalty on the last one and missed it this one, the shorter one. Let's go back and take a look at the touchdown. It's just one-on-one, Aaron Rock and Taylor. He's just going to go straight down the field. But watch the quarterback just before, as he's throwing the ball, he's going to get hit. Somebody's at his feet, and he doesn't really have the arm strength, the momentum to step into it. He just throws that ball with his arm. Couldn't step up. He just gets this ball out there right in stride. Taylor has Rock beat. Big plays offensively and defensively. They're going to give up some. Ryan's looking over and says, "Nice call, Coach. Nice call." Mike Price, good relationship. We were talking to Mike yesterday, and he was saying how he's enjoyed working with Ryan Leaf, how much far he's come along, and Ryan had come to the sideline, says, "I want to throw the go." He says, "Throw the out. Throw the out." But I think I can get the up. Throw the out. They have a good relationship, and that Mike Price is one of the reasons why you've seen so many good quarterbacks come out of Washington State.
Big guys from Great Falls, Montana. McElroy and Damian Allen are the deep people now for UCLA, but the Cougars blew the extra point, and it's only a 2-point lead. A missed extra point in today's marketplace can cost you a lot. High kick deep, back out of play. So they'll come back out to the 20-yard line for a first down. And tonight on ABC starts with an hour of Comedy Family Matters, all new Hanging with Mr. Cooper. Then from ABC News, extraordinary special about the extraordinary things people do to combat violence and drugs. Malik Yoba hosts The Power of One, followed by The Practice tonight on ABC. That was a full chapter in that one. First down from the 20. Gabe McNabb takes it to Hicks, keeps it and throws. Pass caught. thrown very well and caught by Jarrell Price, who is in at fullback now for UCLA. He's a sophomore from Sylmar, California.
It's only the third first down for UCLA, and Cade now is 2 of 7 for about 20 yards. UCLA has not had the ball very often. I mean, the most they've had it on any possession is 4 yards for 4 plays. This is their 7th possession. They need to get something going here to get a little momentum.
Ball is on the 28-yard line. Craig Walindi is in at fullback. This is Hicks. And Hicks is close to the 30, but apparently, according to the two linesmen coming down to make the mark, they're short.
On the back, number 46, Shane Doyle.
Should be third down. They got first down up over there. Now he gets it right. Third and very short, about a foot. Fumble. Cougars have it. First down at the UCLA 19-yard line. Dorian Booth came up with a loose football. Big senior defensive end from Tacoma.
Just never got the snap from center. Watch this. Ball went right through his hands. He may have snapped it sooner than McNown was expecting. Because he didn't close his bottom hand on the ball, I think he may have snapped it a little bit too soon. Either McNown may have forgot the snap count, or the center snapped it too soon.
And the ball is marked inside the 20-yard line where it's first down. Washington State on the turnover.
You say, how can the quarterback forget the snap count? I mean, it might have been on one, and he's going hut one, hut two. You know, he may have thought it was on two, so he's just going through the steps.
Quarterback had possession, first down.
So here's a big opportunity now for Washington State. Having missed that extra point, lead by 2 instead of 3. You've got Taylor going to the top of your picture now as the wideout. Number 45, McWashington to the bottom. And Leaf gives on a reverse. And here comes Timms. Timms can throw the ball and look like he might have wanted to throw it, but he didn't have a handle on it, and finally just got a grip on it and took off. And Jason Brown finally ran him down, and he picked up almost 10 yards.
Timms is one of the Fab Five wide receivers, but he's probably the most exciting. He was all-conference last year as a punt returner, and as you mentioned, Keith, he was ready to throw this ball. Offensive line is not going downfield. Made a nice move there to get around the linebacker.
Pretty good block there by Withrow, too, to keep him alive. So it's second down and a long yard into the corner line here out of the ball. Out of bounds. He caught it, but he was out of bounds. It was McWashington who wanted it so much. Penalty against Washington State, ineligible downfield. So they'll back up 5 on that. Well, they make a mistake down in critical area where you don't want to give up 5 yards.
Mike's Cougars last year, the most penalized team in the Pac-10.
Ineligible receiver, downfield on the offense, see a 5-yard penalty, repeat the down.
No excuse for that, Keith.
So that ball now comes back out to the 16-yard line, where it'll be second down and 6. They've got to go just across the 10 to get their first down.
I didn't see anybody that was downfield. I just saw a replay. I didn't see anybody downfield on that play.
Leaf gives the block. Block running hard is inside the 10, and that's the first down. Boy, that's old jawbone football, isn't it?
Well, the Cougars are known for their three wide receivers and their quarterbacks and throwing the ball, Keith. But when they spread you out like that, that's when they like to run inside. And Black, as I mentioned, gained over 1,000 yards last year running the football with this offense.
Adam Hawkins checks into the backfield as a running back now. He's in that power position, but Black is the deep man with 80 yards on 13 carries and a touchdown. They changed the play at the line of scrimmage. They're down to 5 seconds. Get it away. Ryan Lee throws to the corner of the end zone. He's overthrown. The man is interfered with in the end zone. There's a penalty flag called. Chris Jackson was held. And we'll listen to Jim Fogeltance define it for you. The UCLA corners must feel like they're on a merry-go-round that's reversing direction.
I think I know what you mean there, Hoss. But, you know, when you go against the Cougars and they throw so much, you're going to make some good plays and you're going to get beat now and then. You know, Allen may have saved a touchdown.
Oh, no question. He was open.
Yeah.
That's an automatic first down.
Take a look at it. Allen is number 20. He thinks it's going to be a slant. Yeah, he's holding on to him. He was beat. He came hard on the slant. It was a good call by Mike Price, a good route. He did the only thing he could do.
It's first and goal.
Those defensive backs are like that.
At the 5-yard line, Leaf turns, gives to Black. Black looking to go around the corner. Will go down to the 3. Pick up a 2 on the play. And a pretty good defensive play in there by number 35, Larry Atkins. Atkins is a strong safety. He's a big guy, 6'4", 222. Comes from Venice. See, Venice, everybody does it some days in Venice. He lifts weights and plays football. Here's Ronnie.
Hey, Keith, just a note to Bob, it looks like they're doing a lot of check with me, waiting for the defense to set themselves in, calling 1 or 2 plays down here at the goal line, Bob.
You call it like toss 38 or 39, and then when you see it, then you just give the direction.
Second and goal from the 3. Black again up the middle. Somebody tackled him high and got enough of him to stop him short of the goal line. So the Bruins aren't yielding easily here. Again, Atkins is involved in the play, but also is Sean Williams, 32. And number 11, Sherwanga. Third and goal from a yard out. Look at this. Black's not in there. It's not a touchdown. Yes, it is. They call it touchdown, Washington State. Now the question is, do they go for 2?